I got 99 overall Carlos Beltran, no money spent by completing the live series collections. And today, I'm going to tell you how I did that. Now, I was very close to getting that Carlos Beltran, and by very close, I mean I was Shohei Ohtani away from getting Beltran, and this is how it went. We got Ohtani! 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 Oh my God! Oh my God! You saw it! Oh, it went through! Oh, it went through! Now I'm just gonna pull him. Now I'm just gonna pull him. Oh my God! So we're gonna go to collections, live series collection. And we got Ohtani. We're going to lock him in immediately. We got Valenzuela, number 1. That means we also got Chase Headley. Welcome to the squad. That means we also have Gil Hodges. Welcome to the squad. We already have him P3. We just unlocked him. We have him P3. And then last but not least, we get Carlos Beltran. We also have him P3. Carlos, welcome to the squad. Let's go. So that was the last card that we got. And probably not the smartest way to leave the most expensive card at the end, but I needed to start improving my team as I went along. And that's exactly what I did. I started doing programs. My team was okay. I started doing some collections here and there. And I left Shohei Ohtani for the very end. But we finally got him, and we debuted him. We debuted Gil Hodges, Chase Headley, and of course, Carlos Beltran. That's going to be our next video, so make sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss that one. But I'm going to go ahead and show you. So number 1, I did not go flawless. As you can see here, I have no flawless rewards. I got nothing. I didn't go flawless. I went 10-1 3 times, twice on Battle Royale. One time I got Jose Ramirez as a 10-win reward, and the other one was Juan Soto. Both of them were going for about 130 at the time. I'm going to try to put images here as I got them, but that was a solid help, obviously. I haven't pulled a single diamond over 100K. I'll go over some of the diamond pulls in just a second, but we got the 2 10-win rewards in Battle Royale for about 130 each. And then I won 10 games on events as well. I got Cal Tucker, which is a very good rewards for events. He was going for about 35 or 40K. But as far as diamond pulls, my pack luck has not been great. At the beginning of the year, it started off decent. I got Jordan Alvarez. He was going for about 50K. Vladimir Guerrero was going for about 45 or 50K as well. We got a Lindor and Tatis. They were both going for about 60K. But that was it. Bunch of those Marcus Semien, Michael Harris. I got a Corey Seager right before getting this Shohei Ohtani as well. So nothing too crazy. I haven't pulled the Trouts, the Ohtanis, the Judge, the Bobby Witt, all of those. I had to go out and earn the stubs to put the orders. Now, one thing I didn't do was buy packs. All of the packs that I've opened, and it's been hundreds of them, have been earned free. Diamond Quest, programs, XP, mini seasons, Conquest, you name it. Free packs. There's a ton of free packs. That's where I've gotten my diamonds. And I'm going to show you right here. So if we go to program, so you can see I completed basically every single program in the game. Player program here for the evolution. We got all 6 of them. The spotlight, I'm up to date in that one. Obviously, legacy, that one doesn't really count towards anything because you only get, socks and uniforms and whatnot. But every single program, there's a ton of XP in these programs as well, a ton of packs as well. You can get lucky, as my boy Shinsu just got another diamond. He's been pulling diamonds all day, but you can get lucky in those packs. And one good pull can change everything. The good thing about grinding these programs as well is that you will get a lot of XP reward, right? So if we look at the path, one of the things, obviously this is the second inning XP path. In the first inning, one of the things that I got was the second inning boss I got them pretty fast there, right? So I got that Manny Ramirez. I ended up getting him for he was going for about 45 or 50K. I sold him right away. And what I did was a couple days later, he was going for about 20K and I bought him back. That right there allowed me to buy the other boss that I needed to buy to get all 3 of the bosses. You know that in the XP path, you do get 2 of the bosses and you have to buy 1 more. So that's exactly what I did with the earnings there. So one tip is to try to grind the XP path early, sell your boss, and buy him back later. I also invested in some of the bosses, but I'll get to the investments in just a second. But there's a ton of stuff there by investing. So stay tuned for that. But another thing that we did, obviously, I mentioned it. If we go to single player, I've mentioned this in my previous videos. This is the money mode, Diamond Quest. You can do them over and over again. I've completed all of them as well. I got all of the rewards. I got to do it again, this one, because I ended up selling Garrett Crochet. He was going for about 12K. So I needed the stubs to get that Ohtani. I focused on getting the live series instead of that Scott Rowland, which I'm very close to, and I'll show you in just a second. But Diamond Quest, you get a ton of packs. You get a ton of good rewards that you can sell and just keep doing it over and over again. I did a video where the minimum stubs that you can make on a good run, it's about 20K plus the pack. So that is not too bad in a little bit over an hour. So do Diamond Quest, do yourself a favor, just grind it. It's not too bad. Another thing that we did was the mini seasons. I've completed all the mini seasons. I got that CC Sabathia. They're repeatable as well. But as you can see in this Chris Bryant mini seasons, I got all of the missions done. So be very intentional when grinding mini seasons about this, because there's a ton of XP, there's a ton of packs, there's some stubs as well. So this is a very good mode to grind for packs, for XP as well, and for parallel grinding. In this classic mode for the mini season, I still have some missions that I can do because they are repeatable. So you can just go back and do it over and over again. I'm 10 strikeouts away from getting another 5-pack. So keep that in mind. Obviously, in the this one for CC Sabathia, I completed basically all of them as well. Ton of XP, solid cards. And these solid cards as well, you can use them in your lineup, but it's also going to be a help towards that Scott Rowland collection, the Legends and Flashback. That's the first Legend and Flashback. We might have more in the future, so you're going to need these cards as well. But as you can see, pipeline packs, jumbo pack, there's a ton of packs in XP in mini seasons. And then obviously I have completed every single conquest in the game. You know about the packs, you know about the XP. There's some okay rewards as well there, and cards that will definitely help anyways towards the collection. But just an easy passive grind. Stay up to date in your conquest. This is not my favorite mode. I don't like having to fill out the maps, but I try to do it as soon as I can just to get it out of the way and stay up to date in those, because it's definitely important. And you get the packs. You can get lucky. Maybe you don't have my pack luck. Now in ranked seasons, I haven't even played 40 games just yet. I'm 31-7. I have made World Series both times as well. So you get some, you know, packs and stubs and stuff like that. What I did in my second time in this World Series run, I actually got Martin Dihigo and sold him for 80,000 stubs. Right now, he's going for 70 and 66. He's starting to drop. We still got another week and a half or so for those prices to drop. I think the reason why he's not dropping is because of that John Donaldson. You definitely need this card for that John Donaldson, not necessarily because he is a must-have card in your lineup, but more for that John Donaldson. Chipper Jones is going for about the same as well. So the prices will start coming down. So one thing you can do if you make World Series rather quickly, you can sell that reward and buy them back later. We can look back at the rewards. Mickey Mantle and Steve Carlton are going for about 5,000, 3,000 stubs right now. They will definitely come down in price. I did play some co-op. I was one win away from making World Series. Then co-op just broke. If you were on my stream, you know exactly what happened. It happened twice in my World Series game, so I wasn't able to get that second reward in the first season. I wanted an extra Mickey Mantle Carlton for stubs. But once they fix co-op, then you'll be able to grind co-op. You can get both rewards by making World Series there. It's a fun mode as well to play. So we like that one as well. Now, Battle Royale, again, I've had some runs. The good thing about Battle Royale as well is that obviously you do get progress in the multiplayer program, but also you can earn 85, 86 player. So it's not the most expensive, but you can get a Kyle Tucker. You can get, I think, a Paul Skeens and Ellie De La Cruz, especially early in the year. They were going for 20, 30, 40,000 stubs. So getting 8 wins in Battle Royale, even if it's an 8-2, you got some free diamonds. So in my runs, I got a couple free diamonds there as well. I already mentioned the event, and one thing that I've been using the event, not necessarily to try to get that 10 wins. I did get Gal Tucker. I got lucky, I guess, in that one, but not necessarily for the 10 reward, but more for the multiplayer program. So to grind the multiplayer program, I don't want to necessarily play ranked every single time. It's tough to steal bases, right? So in rank, it might be tough. You sometimes want to use these cards. So you need to use these cards to get progress in the multiplayer program. But another thing in the multiplayer program is that once you get these cards, you can sell them and then buy them back later again. Same thing. Michael Kopech right now is going for 4K. I think I ended up selling him for like 12K. Ended up buying him for 4. That's an 8,000 stub profit there. Same thing with Satchel Paige. I think when I got Satchel Paige was a little late. He's going for about 8K now. So all these cards you can sell. Even if you don't get him early, you can sell them. Keep working towards that Carlos Beltran collection, which is the key. You can worry about the Legends Flashback collection later, because in the Live Series collection, you will get Carlos Beltran, Roger Clemens, Gil Hodges, Ted Simmons. Like, with Merrifield. Like, there's a lot of good cards in the Live Series collection. With the Legends and Flashback, you only get that one card. So focus on the Live Series collection, and then you can switch over to the Legends and Flashback. But there's a ton of packs here as well, which I didn't get anything. I actually finished the program. I got the 50 bundle, and I got Freddie Freeman out of the chase pack. So I need my pack luck to turn around, but at least we got Beltran. And that's what's important. And I've been talking about the Legends and Flashback collection. This is how close I am. Again, I'm Martin Dihigo away from John Donaldson. As far as All-Star, I got 29 of the 31, so not too bad. Once I get this Bob Gibson, which I will to get the voucher for the third inning, I will be one away. That now, I got a few spotlight. Obviously, you do get to skip one. I got like 30 cards here in the tops now, so not too bad. I'm close. I'll get him in the next couple weeks, more than likely. But I talked about the bosses in the first XP path and same in the second. Right now, their prices are about 25K. If we look, they're always going to be about the same. But there are some cards that are more popular than other. In this first XP path, obviously Manny Ramirez. Everybody got that Manny Ramirez. So what I did, I invested in some Adrian Beltre and Mark McGwire. I bought them super early. I think their prices dropped to about 12 to 15,000. I bought 3 or 4 of each, and I ended up selling them for about 25 when the Legends and Flashback up. The prices went up when the new season came out. So that is a good thing to do, a good investment to do. Invest in the bosses. Wait for the prices to drop. Obviously, you get to keep one to get the voucher, but also you'll be able to sell them back. They basically, that third boss that you bought is going to pay off by himself. But before I tell you the last thing I did, and it was the big one, I will show you another thing that was pretty important and a lot of people just forget. You got a ton of duplicates. Just sell the duplicates. I actually made like 40,000 in duplicates. As you can see, like sometimes are these like common cards. This card, I would have 10 of some of these common cards. I'll put them up to sell, and it's 17 here. I will get 15 of them times 10. That's 150 stubs. I had a bunch of those cards. Make sure you go sell the duplicates. Keep the ones obviously you need for the collection, but there's a ton of stubs there. Another way to get some packs and stubs as well, I don't sell the uniforms or anything like that because I sometimes want to mix it around. So the uniforms, collect them right here. You see, we can get 16 packs and I don't know, like 2,500 stubs. Collect them. You can sell the duplicates as well. I got to sell the duplicates in uniforms as well, but there's some packs, stubs, and obviously you can, one pull can change everything. But the big investment that I did was in cards for this Legend and Flashback collection. I had about 250 to 300,000. I was working my way to finishing the American League Live Series collection. And I was like, you know what? We're only a couple of weeks away from the Legends and Flashback. We still didn't know it was Scott Rowland. And what I did was buy some of these cards. And I think the big one was this 20th anniversary card. I ended up buying a couple, like 3 to 4 cards of every single David Wright, Ted Williams, Joe Mauer, Clayton Kershaw, and Vladimir Guerrero for about 6 or 7K. And right now they're going for about 20. I ended up selling them for about 16 or 17. So I made at least 10,000 stub profit on each card. There's a ton of stubs there. As you can see, it started going up because these are the cards that you can only get on the market or if you got the pre-sale thing, right? So you got to think about the cards. You got to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out. I'm going to tell you what cards to invest, when to invest as well. Stop by the streams. We talk about this all the time as well, but this was a big investment. Obviously, I had like, I don't know, about 80K in some of those cards maybe. I got some of the contributor as well. Like, you know, I was talking about the bosses from the first one. Look at how expensive Adrian Beltre is right now. Let's say you bought 10 of them for about 10, 15K. Yeah, it's 100, 150,000 that you have sitting there, but that could have turned into 500,000 stubs. That is exactly what you have to do. You can do it in Live Series. I haven't done a lot of investment in Live Series cards either, but I got 250 to 300,000 stubs investment and made over $1 million. And that's why I was able to get that Shohei Ohtani especially. I got Witt, Aaron Judge, Shohei Ohtani. Those were the last 3 big ones, and I was able to get them in the last, I don't know, in the 3-day span. But play the game. Play the game how you want it. Have fun with the game. Hopefully you get a better pack luck than me. That will definitely help. I did some flipping as well. I flipped the market, and I can make a whole separate video on flipping. I probably made anywhere between 100 to 200,000 stubs flipping, so I wasn't full-time flipping to try to get millions of stubs, but that is another way that you can make stubs. And just a quick thing, let's go to the market here. Let's say, you know, I don't know, let me skip a couple pages. Let's say, okay, you got to find the biggest biggest margins in the cars, right? Margins that you know you're gonna make some stubs. I don't know. I'm just pick Carlton right here, right? So, for example, if you get him for 2,961 stubs, you can sell him for 3,477, right? So right there, it's a 175 stub profit. If you do that 100 times, there you go. That's basically the basics of the flipping. You find the cars, you can put in the orders, you sell them for a higher margin. Keep in mind that obviously this is not financial advice. I'm not the flipping master, but it did help me to complete at least a couple of the collections as well. Again, if you do want a video on just flipping and how to make stubs in the market, I can do that in the future. Just let me know down in the comment section below, and also hit that thumbs up. But that will do it for me. I still got some grinding to do. I do want that Jorge Posada. I want to get Scott rolling anyways and be ready for whenever the next Legends and Flashback collection drop. But again, if you enjoyed this video helped you out in any way, let me know down in the comment section below, and also by hitting that thumbs up and subscribing to the channel. But that will do it for me. This is YeYo, and I'll check you out on the next one. Again, next game is going to be the Carlos Beltran debut. Stay tuned for that. I'll check it on the next one. I'm out.